Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm back. It's been a long time. We made a lot of progress since last time. I mean, I worked a lot off stream. Now we got low poly Minotaur. I was mainly working on the hair and I'm trying something new with the hair, but it's so hard on the old PC that I think it fucking crashed just now. That can go. Yep, I can also go. I'm just starting everything up. How am I a rebel? I'm not a rebel. I'm Hakan Kamar, or Hakan, or Hakan, whatever you like. But Rebel is the project manager. So here is the high poly of the Minotaur. Yes, so this will be the high poly of the Minotaur. I finished this off stream, I think. Did a lot of this off stream, mainly because, well, like, streaming can be exhausting, and this way I would actually get stuff finished. But yeah, the biggest challenge of this is definitely gonna be the hair. Have I rigged it yet? No, I haven't. I don't rig them. Somebody else rigs them for me. But yeah, I'm trying to get the hair in. Skyblivion, okay, Minotaur. I think it's Minotaur X-Gen, but I'm not sure. I think that's it. This is going to be a short stream, guys. Don't get excited. Calm down. Let's open the reference. I have the hair, like, I think it's on meshes, fur, tail. Oh damn, all these MTLs. Delete. I think fur, or this one. Well, here's the hair. Like this is it looks broken, but I'm gonna like bake it on here and see why it looks broken. But I mean, some of them are black, which means that their normals are reversed. So I have to find a way to re-reverse the normals so they're all facing one way. And I think I know how. If we isolate these two and I select like this from 2. Oh shit, this might crash because it's a lot of shit. I go to mesh, transfer the attribute, and then just normal on world, apply. It's gonna do some calculations. Oh, nice, and now we have this. Like all the normals look the correct way. And then I just like delete the history. Okay, so now the normals are correct. What if I unlock it? Oh shit, it's gonna go back. Yeah, it went back. Let's not unlock the normals. Let's lock the normals. Oh no. What's happening? They're both not reacting. Okay, one is reacting now. Oh, don't need this. Come on. Oh wait, maybe there's something on my second screen. Nope. I think it just crashed. How long have I been working on this? I'm not sure. Not that long, I guess. How long did all that hair take? I think like a day, 6 hours, 5 hours or something. It's quite dense, but I need to like kill it and then open it again. But this is like I almost have the low poly finished, and then I can see. Whoa, whoa! What's this? Nope, it's not the scene that I want. Oh, it's probably hair bake. This is like the render scene. Is this the only creature I've made? No, I made the ghost and the gatekeeper, I think, and I also made a goblin, but that was like quite a while ago. It was like 2 years ago. I've improved a lot since. Okay, so from 2 mesh, transfer, okay, and then delete history. Alright, and now let's just export this. Minotaur meshes. And now we delete this. Get this back. And now, because we just did that, if I unlock this, I think it... okay, it's still fucked. Okay, well, this shouldn't matter. This shouldn't matter. Okay, so that's the leg hair in place. Still have to make the eyes. Also, like the loincloth, I was working on that here. So the goal of today is to finish this loincloth before I go, and that's like in 4 or 5 minutes or something, or an hour maybe. We'll see how the stream goes. So what I'm doing now is I'm drawing like polygons on top of this high resolution mesh to lower the resolution. If we were to put this mesh like just in game, it wouldn't be as efficient as what we're doing now. Well, you might think, oh well, like we're gonna lose a lot of detail, but that's not necessarily the case. We have tricks up our sleeves. We have very long sleeves with a lot of tricks in them. Like this, you would call this retopologizing if you were to talk game development jargon. Some people might say retopology is like torture, because it can be quite boring. But I find it quite relaxing. Like it's like puzzling in 3D. Like seeing all these spaces slowly fill up. Alright, let's see how this looks on our guy. Looks about right. Alright, let's get back to this. Like, I want to complete all these edges, but the inside I am gonna do it differently. Might even... It's gonna be a bitch to do all of this. Okay. Let's just do it. Come on, huh, finally. These are like pretty sharp angles. Right, let's pull them back a bit. Make it conform to the silhouette just a tiny bit more. Alright, now I need to close this hole over here. I think it's quite easy. So I have a cap over there, over here, 2 points here and there. Why is everyone so obsessed with a release date? Like, okay, for instance, if we give you a release date, we're just gonna hype it up, and then inevitably you're going to be disappointed because you've been expecting so much. I understand, like, when you see a release date, you're like, oh, okay, that's the release date. But it's pretty arbitrary because, I mean, we're not gonna make any money off of it. Like, there's no big market that we're aiming for. Like, for instance, we don't like think about releasing it at Christmas or something like what other big companies do. Not saying that we're a company or a big company or a company even. But like, every time I start this stream, like all these messages, oh, when is the release date? When is the release date? Okay, so if I say like, hey man, the release date is on 2020, I don't know, August 17th. Don't quote me on it because that's not the release date. I mean, you just wait till the August 15th anyway. Like, it's gonna happen anyway. Like, enjoy your life, do something else, and then when the game releases, you got a notification in your mailbox like, hey, Skyblivion released, and then like you play the game. You can't pre-order it, and even if you could pre-order it, like, why the fuck would you even... Why would you ever pre-order anything? All this talk about release dates. Like, we will let you know when we think we know when the release date is. Okay, I think I have all the edges now. How long have you been learning 3D modeling? 6 years or something? You got a point. Whenever I pre-order something, I'm disappointed. Yes, because I think like the way that your mind processes happiness is like if you have very low expectations and then your expectations get exceeded, you're like, whoa, this is not what I expected. I like this. But if you hype something up to be like the greatest thing ever, well, I mean, there are people that have a lot of interpretations of the greatest thing ever, and what the fuck even is the greatest thing ever? Like, no one can define that. It's just like it's like an empty husk of a word. And then when like titles get released saying like, oh, this is the most fun, this and that, you're like, okay, well, what the fuck does that even mean? And then it finally gets released, and it inevitably like does not exceed expectations. And then everyone's left disappointed. And then you get games like what was that game that flopped, not flopped, but like did terrible in reviews? No Man's Sky, yeah. Like, get shit like that. Like, the games that I like the most are like very obscure, very niche games. But I come from like a very different like, I don't like the big mainstream games because they're too broad in my opinion. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, I have a lot of like friends that play the game, and they played the game like fanatically for like 2 weeks, and then they like stop playing it. And then you think like, okay, what is Red Dead 2? Okay, it's basically GTA in the wilderness. Okay, well, what can I do? Oh, you're a cowboy. Okay, but what's the gameplay? Oh, you can do everything. Okay, but what's the gameplay? Just everything. And then you like read shit about their companies like forcing their employees to make like egregious amount of overtime, so you can have like a game where you can see your horse's balls shrink in real time. And then you think, well, why? What the fuck is this? Like, what's the game? Mostly like the games that are the most fun, they have like a few core mechanics that they execute very well. Like take Minecraft, like the most oh, by the way, don't quote me on any of this. This is just me speaking in my mind because I do that while I'm modeling. I'm mainly like thinking about random shit. And now that I'm streaming, I can do this on a platform. But yeah, so take Minecraft. It's like, hey, Minecraft, what's that? Oh, you built everything out of blocks that you mine, and like you create your own world and adventure and shit. That's cool. It's like, okay, how do you do that? Well, you just plant trees and gather everything. Okay, that's fun. Like I have the possibility to there are like endless possibilities of ways that I can tackle problems that I encounter in game. Like, oh shit, creepers are exploding my house. Okay, well, maybe I need to make my house in a different way. The fuck is this shit? What's happening? Okay, if I think about the games that I've had the most fun with, single player, because multiplayer doesn't count, because I can make anything fun with my friends. Skyrim is up there, because you're basically just a guy leveling up and killing shit. That's always fun. I like the first few Call of Duty single player missions. Those were fun because you like basically shoot bad guys in a cool setting. But that's like I would call that like I play those games when I just want to like relax a bit. I don't want to think. I don't know, it's so difficult. Like when you're in the games industry and then you see like what even is like, what even are games. Like how can I make, when is a game like considered fun? Because we're talking about fun games, not necessarily successful. If you want success, you just make a game as broad as possible, like Red Dead, GTA, Far Cry, whatever. Like people will buy it. Do you have a Polycount limit for the custom creatures? How high is it? Not necessarily a Polycount limit, but let's see. Let me just say, like, if the limit has been reached, like everyone will know, like, hey, that's too high. For instance, this Minotaur, his body alone is 18k. His armor, this alone is 4k, so this will be like 20k, and at the end I think it'll be like 25k. And that's fine for a Minotaur. I mean, it's not like a spammable creature like a goblin. I don't think the balls in Skyblivion will shrink when it's cold. Like, we don't need that level of that amount of detail. Like at some point you have to stop and ask yourself, hey, do I really care if my beard is growing in game? Like, you have to think about it as like, when a game company develops a game, they have a finite amount of resources, and like, ask yourself, do I care about gameplay, or do I care about like how shit looks in my game? I think gameplay is inevitably like the stronger component, and I believe that a lot of companies they don't really put enough time in gameplay. Maybe like this is just my interpretation, because I don't like any of these games, because they don't really like, I don't like them. For instance, if I were to describe like why don't I like that Red Dead, it's like, I mean, I already played GTA. I didn't like that much because, well, like, you're just a guy breaking the law, shooting stuff. There's nothing wrong if you like that kind of gameplay, but it's just not for me. I like games like realistic shooters, like Rising Storm 2, Hell Let Loose, like games where I feel shit, where I feel something. Like when I play Rising Storm and there's like bullets flying over me and there are like people burning, I'm like, holy shit, this is war, yeah. And then when I play Red Dead, you're like this horse and you're like the hero of your own story, and like everything feels bland and everything feels redone. Redone as in, well, there are like a million games where you're the hero of your own story. But when I play like shooters like Hell Let Loose and stuff, you're just a basic guy who can die at any moment. And I like that. Like when I play games, okay, what I'm saying is like super hypocritical, kind of, while I'm working for Oblivion, where you are like the hero of your own story, and you can make like the exact same arguments that I just made for games against like Skyrim and Oblivion. But I'm kind of biased here because these were the games that got me into like gaming. Like my brother used to play Morrowind, and I used to sit back and look at how his inventory was neatly organized, and I love that, like watching that shit. But I mainly, like, as I got older, like I played the shit out of games like Skyrim, Oblivion, all these games, and I guess I got tired of being the hero of my own story in every game that I play. Or maybe like a lot of the games that I played didn't really like execute it well enough. I used to play Arma, but Arma's Arma is very janky, as in, like when I hit someone in the fucking body, like it doesn't have ragdoll physics or something. It doesn't feel nice. Like Arma is something you play when you only care about the strategy, but like when I play games, like when I do something very basic in the game that I do all the time, like I want it to feel very satisfying. For instance, I played Vermintide 2. It's like a Left 4 Dead game, hack slash, where you battle like hordes of rats, and every time you kill a rat, it feels kind of satisfying because all the blood's flowing, and then you hit everything, and then you see all the blood. That feels nice. But in Arma, like you shoot someone, and like you shoot him, and then like 1 second later, he does this basic animation, like, oh, I'm gonna lie down, and then pretend I'm dead, and then he like lies down. But like when I play Let Loose, and somebody in my team is running and he gets shot in the head, he just like drops like a sack of potatoes. While in Arma, he still, like when you run forward and you get hit, like you still do like a dying animation, which is like very immersion breaking for me. I played Killing Floor 2. Like that's a game that's fun with friends. But also like because I'm in such a competitive work environment, I have to make a lot of sacrifices about like, do I want to play 8 like games for 8 hours a day, or do I want to get better in my craft, like 3D? So the games that I play have like a very high bar for me to achieve. Yeah, Skyrim is also like back in the day in 2011 when it came out, it was like nice, but currently like if I play Skyrim, I'm like, oh man, I want to like I always wanted this like force mod or something, like when you hit something with a mace and you do egregious amount of damage to his body, like the damage gets converted into physical force, and like the guy flies back like Sauron in the first part of the Lord of the Rings, where he just like smashed guys away. Like that feels satisfying. Like Half-Life, I think like the idea of Half-Life 2 is like, hey guys, what if everything was physics and we had this gun that could control everything? Like that's a great idea because it feels natural. Physics feels very natural. If you have physics in your game, and if you pull it off really well, I think your game will do really good. What is he doing right now? I'm currently doing, I'm lowering the resolution of my model, which is called retopologizing. But saying that, I also love grand strategies, like Europa Universalis, Stellaris, all that kind of stuff. Civilization, I played a lot. I played games like EVE Online for a bit. What else? EVE Online. Elite Dangerous I played for a little bit a few years ago. That game felt super empty for me. Like when I played that, I got depressed because no one is here. It's like the saddest thing is playing a multiplayer game and no one is around you. I used to play the World of Warcraft, but that too like hasn't reached a bar yet for me, for as where I would sacrifice my time into playing the game. Like when a classic came out, I jumped in like a little bit just to see. I played around level 40 and then I thought, well, shit, but I want to do 3D now. Same with The Witcher. Like I played The Witcher just for the monsters and for the visuals, mainly because I want to get inspired. But if you play something like the gameplay of The Witcher, gameplay or story didn't like, I didn't find it super engaging. So like I quit playing that. Not even sure how far I played. But I think I'm in a quite unique position where like when I play games for the art, like for the fidelity of textures, like I study them and I have a different reason of liking them than the average guy, like seeing a piece of rock and thinking, that's a very interesting piece of rock. Like, he won't continue playing a game because the rocks are nice. Like, no one does that. Like, all these things are just they support game design or story. Like, that's the integral part of games. Like, the only reason that you see something in games is because the game designer wants you to immerse you more into the game. So hence why I love playing games that make me feel in somebody else's shoes or make me feel something. Like when I play Europa Universalis, I think like, damn, let's try if I can pull this off. Like, I don't know, like conquering the world as Ryukyu or something. Also, if the game is too easy, then I also it's like a lower number, like a lower grade for me. Like, I love games where I start with nothing and then I slowly build up, and then at the end I have like an empire. Like Factorio is nice because you start with like one guy and at the end you end up with like a whole factory of everything doing like everything for you. That's nice. No, stuff like that. Have I tried Mass Effect? Yes. I tried 1, 2. I tried all of them, except the one like that got fucked. I think that was Andromeda. This stream is the Minotaur. Like, we're working on the loincloth of the Minotaur. Like, the variety of games that I played is huge. Only games that I would never play are sports games and like racing games, because I just don't see the appeals in cars. And if I want to play sports games, I would do sports in real life, I guess. But of course, everyone plays for different reasons. Any advice on how to get into creating custom assets for Skyrim? Get good at modeling and texturing. If you're good at that, you can model for every game. Is it possible to downscale it automatically? That's usually done with static assets, but because this is like a dynamic asset, whereas he has a rig that's going to control him and needs to bend very naturally, I want to make sure that like these lines go into the perfect places, and something like a computer wouldn't be able to understand that this is a dynamic asset, and wouldn't be on, like, it wouldn't be able to know where it should place each vert. So hence why I'm like doing it by hand. Because this is like the front part is identical to the back part in its curving and stuff, it's easier to like duplicate it and then make sure like all these parts match the back part like this. Why is this so laggy? Non-manifold geometry, okay. That's not my problem. Okay, I think like this is good to export. Minotaur loin, back face. And then we can come here. Merge scene. Is the team of need of extra 3D artists? Yeah, well, of course. If you got what it takes. I mean, if there are a lot of 3D artists watching, we could do something like you send me your work and then I go over it, give feedback and stuff. And this might look a little dirty, but I mean, I got something to work with. It's very well So it was very good for me. So I don't have to like start from scratch. Like I can just make sure these are like correctly placed. Fix these up here. Thanks, Toxic. I wouldn't expect such kind words from someone who has toxic in his name, but thank you. Okay, then make these all in the like right position, so I know which, like I can merge this, him with him, him with him, him with him, him. But that's like something that's better to do in Maya. So I'm like getting everything in the correct position before I go over to Maya again. And because this is the backside, like inside his loincloth, you're never gonna see this part. So I'm not gonna give this part as much detail as I did to the front part. So this will be like that. Like even this is too much, I'm guessing. Like just add a vert over there, make them all connect. This top ridge can all be merged up there. You're gonna merge with him. Oh, you can't merge. You need the bridge. Okay, so here, like this place, is where the bridging will stop. It's just merging. This feels like untangling a piece of twine that's been like tangled. Like understanding like, okay, you can merge with that, you with that, which means that you are gonna merge with that. You are his partner. You are his partner. Next in line is you, so you go there. Merge. You're going over there. Would you look at that? Is the Minotaur a boss? Well, of course he's a boss. Look at him. This guy is a damn boss. Like, I mean, this is what I was saying with the physics. I mean, imagine this guy with a big maul in his hand. slamming Imperial soldiers left and right. And you're like, you see people flying around. It's like, oh, what's that about? And then like this guy is like staving off like 6 or 7 Imperial poachers, trying to get him into a cage for the Imperial circus. And then you help him, but then he also attacks you, so you have to kill him anyway because it's a fucking animal. Like, only thing missing here is the hair, but the hair is gonna be done in a different way. Luckily, because I tried sculpting the hair, but that's like, it doesn't work as well as I thought it would, and it's like a lot of work, and it's like not super in style with the rest. So I'm gonna try something else with the fur. Hopefully it will work. Okay, and now we can target weld. This closed. Hakan'ı görüp geldim. Hoş geldin T-Monster. I think the Minotaur is so angry because his muscles keep chafing against each other. Holy shit, man. That would be so annoying. Also, like, just reducing the amounts we got here. Can we wear Minotaur loincloth? That would be a good, like, a quest maybe. I don't know. Not a quest designer. Slowly coming together. Like the front part is almost finished, like just these small parts, which are pretty easy to get in. Like I still need to reduce in the front of here because we don't need that amount of detail. Nope, that's not good. Oh, that's also suboptimal. I'm trying to see like which parts are more trouble than they're worth, and if they're like not worth it, I just delete them and I'm gonna like draw them over again in the other program. But, like doing this in this program is a lot easier than the other program, so hence why I'm like working in this program. I have a suggestion. Why don't you put a sample of the actual thing from Oblivion in one of the corners on stream? That might be a good idea. Echo 09 Black. Seeing your name, like, I think you're 10 years old with the 09. That's what I would say. But okay, that's a good idea. So we're gonna open this again. They're bloodthirsty grass eaters. Like they eat grass with blood on them, on it. Like this is the Minotaur from Oblivion. They're brigands, they only eat brie cheese made from their own milk. Maybe we should add like NPC, they're not like brigands, but they're brigands and they only steal the cheese. Hey, stoop! Brigands! My cheese! That would be funny. Like imagine like a kid is born in the brigand gang, but the kid is like lactose intolerant, so they kill the kid because he's lactose intolerant. They execute everyone else who doesn't eat cheese. Brigands. every time I try to modelize something, it finishes in the uncanny valley. It's because you're using the word modelize, man. You need to stop modelizing and start modeling. Hey man, neither am I. We all try. Oh man, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go to a friend soon. He said he's going to cook for me. I said, well, okay, if you're gonna cook for me, I'm gonna make it as hard as possible for you. Wait, actually it doesn't work. If I'm super hungry, then it's very easy to get me satisfied with the food. My plan isn't as good as I thought. Retopology, the bane of your existence. It's fun, man. It's relaxing. Have you had any luck with auto mesh plugin software, or are those? They're not useless. I mean, if you're working on a high poly like this, and like I think I auto meshed this body, his body. Yeah, this is like auto meshed, but for games this is not optimized enough. Sure, you can put a lower value, but it's gonna optimize it in wrong places. Like this one was automatically done because working with clean retopology in your high poly is preferable because you have a lot more control. But like when it comes to low poly, I tried like a lot of different methods, but like no, you're just gonna do it by hand, man. Like, stop running away from your problems. Face them. Bridge. Will you bridge? Yes. Will you bridge? Probably not. Will you bridge? Nope. You. Okay. Okay, almost finished. Only I think this part left. Also here. Let's do this first. That part's done. That hole's closed. Now just this. After this is done, then I can fuck off. Do you have backups for all of your progress? No. Untitled, don't you save? No, I never save these projects because it's the same as an OBJ. Like, saving this is just another step in the process, and I would like to keep my steps in processes as low as possible. Now just this part. That part's done, almost finished. I can see the finish line. But behind that finish line is another finish line, unfortunately. I think that's it. Holy shit. Nope. Don't open Mari, please. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, we got it. Oh, what a lag fest that would have been. That's not it. This is it, okay. Nope, we got no angons. We have non-manifold. Nope, no non-manifold. That's fine. That's also fine. That's also fine. Alright. A lot of non-planar faces, which we're gonna select and then connect. All right. This loincloth is pretty complex. Right now we have, I think we have everything. We got this thing. Like this alone is like 7.5k. And this is the Minotaur. So this is like the Minotaur retopologized. And it's that, Yep, around 25k. Also, eyes. He needs eyes. What about 16 on all sides? So here we have the Minotaur body. The Minotaur eyes. Minotaur shoulder guard. And the Minotaur loin. I'm not gonna say loincloth because it's not cloth. Cloth. Does it fit around the body? Yes. I guess when we'll bake it, we'll make it fit more snugly. Okay, so everyone wondering like what the hell I just did. Like, okay, this whole model consists of 12,988 verts. A vert is basically one of these points, and one of these points is like a point in 3D space on the X, Y, Z axis. And what a game engine does, or like somewhat what the game engine does, is like it detects all of these verts and moves them accordingly. So you could imagine like that the more verts you have, the more computation power you need. So we're trying to keep the computational power needed as low as possible. Hence we are like lowering the vert count of the mesh, because if we go back to the ZBrush model, like so, yeah, so this vert count of this complete thing is 12,988. But we just modeled a high poly mesh, of which the body alone, this body alone consists of 9,237,000. Yes, 9,237,504 is just the body alone, like this thing alone. While this whole thing consists of 23,557,092. So we just went from 23 million to 12,988. My computer would love that, and so will yours. Every computer will love that. Mouth and inside. Oh yeah, I was gonna make some teeth. Totally forgot about that. If I were to make teeth, I would probably like... Oh wait, I think it's already open. Nope. I would like select this. And then I would... I just brain farted. I would probably like detach components. So this opens. And then just open this a tiny bit. Then model the teeth behind that. Well, I would need some geometry there, so I would probably extrude this right now. Insert it inside. Like this, and then extrude. Something like this, but not now. It's for next time. I think I have some teeth from my other models. Let me see. I probably have some teeth from my older projects. But that's like an let me see. I think his teeth will work. This, yes, this has, he has teeth. Oh shit, but his teeth are broken. This is like another model I made. Just looking for the texture for this set of teeth. Oh yes, here it is. Like, I mean, I wouldn't probably give him like teeth that are like fuck this bad. This is so terrible. But yeah, I would probably give it like more human teeth. I'm not sure if I'm gonna give him big canines. I might, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna give him like very large human-like teeth. We will see. But anyway, guys, this was my stream for today. Not as long. We set out to finish the loincloth, and we did. We apologized completely. Yeah. If you would like to join the modern group, like just fill out the volunteer form. And if you're like a 3D artist and have some questions about 3D, you can like message me on Discord. I'm gonna put the put my Discord up right now. Like you can find me on Discord, like follow me on Instagram, see me on ArtStation. But whatever. Goodbye, guys. See. I'll catch you guys next time. Not sure when it's gonna be, but we'll see when we meet each other again.